Constructing a Sustainable Society: Lessons from the Delta Quadrant in Star Trek. Strange New Worlds. In the Star Trek universe, particularly in the Delta Quadrant, the crew of the USS Enterprise has encountered various civilizations that have transcended the resource-based economies that so many of us are familiar with. Take, for instance, the civilization of the Vodwar. These benevolent beings had perfected the art of energy production, essentially turning their home planet into a self-sustaining energy-generating entity. This approach allowed them to expand their colonies to other planets, all while minimizing their ecological footprint. However, what's striking is that their approach to sustainability was not solely reliant on technology. The Vodwar also developed highly efficient socio-cultural systems aimed at reducing consumption and redirecting resources towards societal progress rather than profligate indulgence. This echoes the principles espoused by environmental philosopher Arnnis, who argued that the values of a society determine its ability to preserve a sustainable ecosystem. One of the key takeaways from the Vodwar society is their concept of a tell, a repository of collective knowledge and shared memories, accessible to all members of their society. This repository helped instill an appreciation for the importance of sustainability and stewardship. By embedding the shared human experience of the tell, the Vodwar cultivated a culture that deeply understood the intricate web of relationships within their ecosystem. Another significant example comes from the Society of the Omicron Ceti, a species that exists in an evolved symbiosis with its planet. Here, evolution has encouraged an astonishing diversity of species that have coevolved to maintain the health of their environment. This beautifully echoes the findings of ecologist E.O. Wilson, who posits that conservation of biodiversity does not contradict economic growth. One perspective worth considering in relation to these encounters is that sustainability cannot solely be approached as an exercise in data-driven problem solving. Rather, it's a comprehensive reorientation of societal values, drawing parallels with indigenous knowledge systems. This sort of sustainable transformation involves holistic conceptualizations of the interdependencies within and between ecosystems, fostering a dynamic symbiosis of growth and symbiosis. Given the lessons offered by these Delta Quadrant civilizations, what we can learn to challenge traditional views that resource depletion and environmental degradation are necessities for prosperity. The Delta Quadrant instead poses sustainability as a societal choice, intertwined with our deeply ingrained values and how we organize ourselves to serve the whole, rather than specific narrower interests. In this view, such a shift is not merely a matter of energy efficiency, but a philosophical shift toward radical responsibility towards the very basis of our existence.